Hey guys, today is the day, as I promised on Independence Day, I would start this channel. It's dedicated to those things that are coming in our future that we're magically going to explore together. My thoughts in this have been dictated by how we are tearing each other apart and we lack civility and common sense. As I was exploring the names and possibilities for this channel, I come across the fact that there was no common sense on YouTube, no common sense channel at all. So I seem to have stumbled into a magic hole. I hope that we can do this together and rule this thing with guidance of civility, common sense, caring, love, and understanding diversity. Today was a day that was picked for a very specific reason. A day of united thoughts, caring, and visions of this future. We have a lot in front of us that we have to grow together. And a lot of things are going to be happening to us as a world, as a country, as individuals that we're not ready for. We're not even aware that these things are happening. And I've been blessed through what's been going on in my life for the last 8 years of seeing stuff that will be coming down the pike. And those of you who know me know that I am very sincere and passionate about these things. I technically haven't missed the mark. My thoughts are that we have got to be aware of what's in front of us. You are very, very important. You are as important as part of this world as anything. But it's important to you and me that we do something good together, not something destructive and divisive. Too many people are doing that. As we move into the future of this channel, I'm going to be using the future topics to come across and discuss our fears that are based in wanting to get rid of the past. The past was structured in a totally different time, a totally different set of social mores, and a totally different world than we live in. And for us to use our world, our eyes to look back and judge them is very, very, I don't know, it's too picky. We've got to learn from their mistakes, learn from the successes, and help that guide us into the future. We all have to be in this together, or we're going to either go to Jedi or to Stone Age. So personally, I want us to move forward and explore the world and explore the wonders that we can do. So to that end, I have many, many subjects that I'm going to be covering, and they're all very, very exciting. But I'm going to start out by doing a topic that will set us up for a total of 6 videos, and then I will be breaking some further down. The first one is the coming changes in our world. There are 5 very distinct disruptive technologies happening all at the same time. And it's important that we look at them and how they're going to play into the world that we live in. The social mores that we exist in, our people that we work with, have different concepts of what the world is becoming. Different generations are driving things today. And we need to take that in awareness, not the fact that we don't want the change. It's the fact that these things are happening. So after the first one, which will explain these 5 areas, the second one is in depth on all the transportation charges changes that are coming. Then we'll take a deep dive into healthcare and health changes. It's not just about going to the doctor anymore. It's about what is going to happen to us as a people. When Time magazine said 500 years is how old the next child is going to be. So let's just take a step back and breathe and learn from what we've done. The next one's going to be a full exploration on our energy needs and how we're going to produce it. And let me tell you that the world of the future is not that far away. We are changing how we generate power, how we put things together to where we're saving money and can actually today, without crazy workarounds, create a carbon neutral power generation system. I will be explaining that in detail. The future of food, water, and the needs of production therein. There's a lot of changes coming on that pipe. That's a very exciting subject. And I'm just going to give you a little hint, 3D printing is involved. The social change that these topics will bring. Now, that's going to be a hard one, folks, because we're going to have to look at this and understand that we have a responsibility. Yes, we have a responsibility of coming up into the future. I know that that's hard for some people to do, but you can't put your heads in the sand. You have to be aware of what's happening and how we as people can benefit our brothers by doing it correctly. Artificial intelligence and autonomous vehicles. Don't be afraid of the Terminator. That's not the problem. We have to balance out society. We cannot have macro AIs, big brother AIs, dictating to us as individuals how we live. We must have micro AIs. Those will protect us as individuals and create a democratic digital society. So just give that for a little bit of a thought. As we go on down, how do we own the concept of change and not fear it? That is a really, really big one. I can tell you that that's probably the biggest problem we have in society today is that we fear change. We should embrace it. That is the only known that we have is change. We must understand that the world is moving in ways we may not want, but it is moving nonetheless. I want you to understand that you can be part of it or it can let you run it over. Can we find a way to tolerate? No, we don't need to tolerate. We need to embrace diversity. We need to understand how truly to love diversity. So I'm going to say we must find that way. Okay, now this is a hard one. Will a post-employment society happen? Yes, it's going to. And we have to understand what that truly means in the aspects of what modern money theory is and how the Federal Reserve works and how money is working now and how the cryptocurrencies and the new marketplaces that are emerging are going to change all of that. You guys must be aware. So again, this is about having fun as we go through this, but you must understand that it's going to be fun with responsibility. I'm hoping that you can deal with what's going to be coming because it can be amazing and it can also be a little scary. But let's try not to make it scary, okay? All right, one of these is close to my home is defining what science is. Science is not chemistry. It's not biology. Those words technically mean study of. Science is a theory, is a way of doing things. It's a process. It does not exclude religion. It does not exclude everything in life. If you use a scientific method about everything you do, you'll be fine. But this is going to be a new process of having to learn that it's not the enemy. It actually can be the clearing force. So everyone, I'm speaking to all of my friends here, all of this can be worked out together. All right, now, this is a big one. How do we all gain from the changes that are coming? If you can really understand just these first 12 subjects, you'll be in a position that you will know what's happening and how to properly position yourself to where you can make economic gains and be in a position as the new economy emerges. So, you know, as I finish this up, I'm going to say, I need you to help me grow this community by subscribing us and giving us a big thumbs up and, you know, sharing the video, you know, the whole nonsense that everybody says. But I was taken back. I was thinking about what we can do. All right, there was a character named Rufus who once said to a severely challenged band, together we can put an end to ignorance and poverty, align the planets and bring them into universal harmony, thus allowing meaningful contact with all forms of life from extraterrestrial beings to common household pets. Tell me what that's from, and I hope that you have a great 4th of July and we learn to understand that independence was us independence as people. We, the people, not all the different groups. We, the people, that we can join and make this together. Have a good 4th of July, and I hope to see you soon. My goal is to do this about once a week. So help me out, subscribe, and get me up to where I can post these once a week. I appreciate it, guys.